Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
When drunkenness meets intellectualness meets bro science, you get bro soup time. This is Dean and the Boys.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dean and the Boys, brought to you by Bro Soup Time. I am Dean Mercer. I look around the room, I see some beautiful humans. To my left is Mr. Ryan Manheath.
Hello.
You gonna crack it? Let's fucking go. Mr. Black Bronson.
Holla, holla, squalla.
Mr. Slut Slut.
What's up? What's up?
And Big Bad Bab.
Ooh,
you go.
mixed it up a little bit.
Changing it up a little bit.
Remix.
Producer Lawrence, she's back with us.
Hi.
Hi. She's like, how many? 4 mimosas deep right now?
Yeah, about that.
4 mimosas deep on this Mother's Day Sunday.
It's a good one.
Shout out to all the mamas out there.
Mother's Day. Happy birthday to all the moms.
What's that little comment you said earlier, Lauren? The post you saw? Shout out
to all the moms that are rushing home from their one-night stand to be with their kids.
Yep, we love you doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, holla, holla.
Making dreams happen.
All right. Well, how was the weekend, guys?
I need to reevaluate my life.
Yeah, I can't believe you're drinking. You're drinking too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eric's drinking too. Let's go.
Back.
Hey, and I do need to remind you the agreement we made on Friday.
Well, I mean,
night.
it was kind of an agreement. It wasn't a full agreement.
You shook my hand, sir.
I feel like you guys have an accord.
You shook my hand.
Let's rehash
It was
this.
kind of an agreement. We were talking about doing a sober June.
Ew.
You agreed to it. Shook
That's
my hand.
silly.
So,
My birthday's in
I
June.
mean,
Why would you do
there
that
we
to
go.
us?
I can't do it.
My birthday's in June too.
I can't do it. I got 2 birthdays.
either way, it'll be my second attempt.
So what? Does that mean you're going to start drinking the rest of May?
No, maybe. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
did this weekend, sir.
Well, we can.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
It was a big weekend.
So,
A lot of stuff going on.
Friday, we, 4 of us went to a concert.
We should give out a shout out to our listener, Mr. Cliff, for putting on a great show.
Yeah,
on Friday.
Cliff. Thanks for inviting us all out to your booth.
And
And-
putting on a good time for us.
Yeah, you bought a lot of buckets of beer, sir. I'd like to
Drank
see
a
what
lot,
that
boy.
tab is. I drank a lot of those buckets.
A lot of those
Oh,
buckets.
shout out to Ryan. He bought a couple of them
I
too.
bought a couple of them buckets. My tab
I'm
was
just
not
saying, I'm
cheap.
saying Cliff, I got
Gracious.
it reserved for him, and he put together
Yeah, no.
everything, and so
Big
he
shout out
did
to
awesome.
Cliff.
Did an awesome job. We had a great time.
We had
all of us.
the booth right next to the stage. Got to watch Eli Young. It was a good concert.
Booth number 6.
Booth
I remember
6.
those days.
Was that the booth? I don't know.
It's
Is
always
that the
our
booth number?
Booth 6.
I feel like it's booth number 1. You should go the other way.
It's number 6.
Everybody
That's
knows
what's
what
up.
happens.
Speaking from the
at 6.
waitress from Kansas, I think we should take her
I
word for
hated
it.
those days.
Oh, you hated booth 6? Was there bad stories from booth 6, or
No,
you just
I
hated
just
the
hated
booths?
working.
Oh,
That's
that's
fair.
fair. I get
fair.
that.
Yeah,
I-
carrying those buckets, one on each shoulder.
Oh, no, here we
Somebody's
go.
jacked.
Yeah. So do you have any crazy stories from the booths that just made you hate your job there completely? Like people were being assholes to you or anything?
No one was ever mean, but just a lot of buckets of beer.
We had
a lot
some.
of shots.
We were kind of one of those asshole groups one night when one of our friends decided to take the bucket of ice water and dump it on his head at the table.
Well, he was getting his sins.
He was washing away his
His
sins.
sins.
I was
Yes,
not working that night.
you were not working that night.
Heard the story though.
Yeah, they were not happy.
We did get Colby got the broom and tried to clean it up himself.
I remember
But
this story.
it's hard to mop carpet.
Yeah,
You do.
yeah, it didn't go well.
So we had that concert. Things got out of hand that night. We, at least 3 of us came back to our house here, and we got down on some pizza hard.
Yeah.
$50 for 2 pizzas at 3 o'clock in the morning. That may not be a bad deal.
Well, there sounds like there might be another option for us that's a little closer that we might have to try to squeeze in next time.
Yeah, we'll definitely check that out. But then Saturday we went to a funeral, right? That's what we're calling
funeral.
it, right?
I got the koozie from it.
And when we say funeral, we're going to we're talking about a wedding.
Yes, sorry. We should probably rehash that. Yeah,
We're talking about a wedding.
Congrats,
Yeah, it's
Tim.
right here. Good job, Tim.
You did it.
Way to ruin your
The
life.
koozie says Tim got his princess. Hillary found her hunk. This is a country wedding, so we're all gonna fuck.
And What should it say?
That's not what it. That's not what it really
Okay.
says.
I
That's what it
thought
should
that it
say. What it does say is Tim got his princess, Hillary found her hunk. This is country wedding, so we're all getting drunk. I prefer we're all gonna fuck, but I mean, there was kids there, I guess.
Do you guys like my koozie?
Oh,
Oh, how dare you? Why don't you go ahead and read that one?
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. To have and to hold, to keep your beer cold. Ashley and Alex, 9/28/13.
I hate everybody.
but we
For people that don't know, that is the koozie from my one and only wedding. Things didn't turn out so well.
Oh, that was your wedding. No wonder you hate it.
I like to bring it around. I couldn't bring it to the wedding. I thought that would be inappropriate. So
It's a
I brought-
bad omen.
Okay, well, your initial spelled AA, which is
Oh,
That's what's up. Well, what are you trying to say? I don't
We're
have a
not
problem.
quitters.
I don't know.
I love how
More alcohol.
I love how Bronson keeps one on reserve in case he needs to psych you out for anything, like the first ever golf invitational for Bro Soup Time.
Yeah.
And he's getting ready to hit his shot of his teams, and Bronson grabs a beer, puts your former wedding koozie in there, and then hands it to you and says, "Here, hold my beer around while I shoot."
Yeah.
Psyching 'em out.
savage,
Just psyching 'em
savage.
out.
Great psych out move.
Yeah, fuck
Savage.
all of you. No, I love when you guys bust it out. It's always a pleasant surprise, a blast from the past. If you will.
A blast from the past. It molded you into who you are today, and I like who you are.
Great.
But
It led to a great party, or I guess there was a great party because of it.
oh yeah, and then you guys end up going to a fucking milk house in Atchison, Kansas,
Yep, good times.
with my parents.
That's a bar name, the Milk House.
the milk house.
Oh, it was terrifying when we walked in.
Just
They'd never
was
seen
it one of
it.
those? Was one of those like the music stops and everybody turns and looks at you?
Yeah, you hear the
Yeah.
record scratch and
So
everyone, huh?
Colby and I walk in with our dates, the two blonde girls, and everyone turned. It was like the music scratched and went off, and everyone just stared like they'd never seen two blonde girls before.
Do you mind if we dance with your dates?
I was so glad when your parents got there because I literally thought they might lynch us or something.
Yeah, it was getting, from what I was
Whoa,
told,
hey now,
it's getting
Lynch,
pretty
calm down.
serious.
I don't know. They
got
did not
offended.
seem like
yeah,
they liked us.
offended. Be careful, mixed company.
Oh, are you guys talking about the Oreo line? Oreo line here?
Yikes! Oh yeah, the Oreo line.
Oreo line.
That's got to be a shirt for us.
Oh, my God.
But how was your weekend, Lauren?
Oh, this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's still going. Kind of looks like it.
It's still going a little bit,
I-
This is
Four
the most
mimosas.
wild I've been in the last month. Well, sort of. Last Saturday.
except for last
Well,
weekend.
Yeah. And the
the
week.
last
happened last weekend?
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
So it's Cinco de Mayo, and I had have you ever seen a 44-ounce margarita? Like, this margarita was the size of my upper body.
Probably the one I had from Callahan's that day.
So I drank it. One of the guy's wives, she's a psycho.
Shout out to her.
Yep.
She got in my
Miss her
face. I
already.
thought she was about to punch me.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah,
For
so-
what? What'd you do?
Nothing. She just wanted
You
to
moving
talk
in
to
on her, man?
No, absolutely not. Hell no.
Hell no.
Wow. Jesus, ripped the guy's hair.
That was wild. I thought I was about to get in a fight. I was like, well, here we go.
Who would have won? You or her?
Me, absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren's a badass. See, here she holds 2 beer troughs.
Yeah.
Got
Over her head.
super drunk. Woke up the next day drunk. Went to work drunk. That was a bad idea. Laid down in the hangar under the plane.
I don't know if you should.
I don't think you
say
should be
this.
telling people this.
It's okay. They don't know my full name or
Hey.
where I work, so it's fine.
Hey, I understand where you're coming
Oh
from.
my
bro.
god, I was so hungover. Hey, I got promoted though.
Okay.
So
Got
obviously you're doing
promoted
something
from
right.
falling asleep under the plane. Nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
I
Congratulations.
puked 4 times that day. I got promoted.
Ooh.
Fist bumped.
Wow.
What if you puked 5 times?
God, that would have been bad.
Yeah, but no, but you would have been promoted even higher.
Right?
4 pukes
let's
is
be
promotion.
great. Let's not.
I could totally get a job there and get promoted, guys.
Oh, you would be an all-star. You'd be a 5-star general by now.
Mercer would be on his way to being
Okay,
president.
that's 5-star general. Just from puking.
Mercer's the best of puking that I know of, though. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Do tell.
absolutely. You're the only one that I know that's puked for a while.
Yeah, I know. Normally, I'd say I'm good for 1, but I had like 1 a year. But man, I've had some doozies here lately.
Well, I'm saying Bronson's birthday's coming up, so we're probably due for one.
Oh, yeah.
When is your birthday?
I'm actually surprised Bronson
birthday's the 13th.
didn't on Friday night. You
Oh,
were
yeah.
you were feeling pretty good,
I was
sir.
damn close. I had,
Bronson,
I
when's
had
your
8
birthday?
waters before we
Bronson's
left.
is.
What?
He was talking.
Yours
to
is
you,
the
Bronson.
13th.
Yep.
Mine's the
We're partying.
16th.
We should probably combine those parties, right?
Yeah. Somebody should probably just buy us a limo. What?
My bank
Any
account
listeners
is,
out there?
We'll start a GoFundMe.
My bank account is tapped right now.
Oh God.
I've had quite the charges the last couple weeks.
I mean, I would buy one, but you know the way
I
my
didn't
bank
realize you
account's
guys were
set
going to
up.
be at the concert or Friday night.
There's
You
a
should have
Checkies
came
in
and
the
joined
savings.
us.
I bailed.
Oh, you bailed. You could have been over at our table. It was a great time.
You guys
It
were
was a
right
good
next
time.
to a booth of people I knew.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Oh yeah, you mean the booth of smoke shows?
Yeah, with my ex-boyfriend. My ex-boyfriend was there.
Oh,
That's cool. Well, we could have made him jealous. See, this is on you.
On to the news. No.
Yeah. Well, before we get to the news, so this this funeral we went to, it was an hour drive each way.
Yeah.
So we got into some conversations.
Oh, we did.
But it was like I mean, I know where you're going with this, but the wedding was also kind of like a petting zoo.
Oh yeah, there's pigs and goats and chickens and
Yeah, it
ducks.
It was like its own little petting zoo. And then like
Fuck yeah.
they have these 2 dogs. They're Great Pyrenees.
Oh, big
One was
fuckers.
6 months old, and the other one was 10 weeks or something like that.
and giant.
They were massive.
Those are the white ones, right?
Yeah,
The white ones,
yeah.
right?
And so our buddy Tim, who got married, said that he uses them for like protection on the chickens, so the coyotes don't get them. I guess they're like bred to kill coyotes. He's like, yeah, if a coyote gets close, they turn into attack mode. But
No shit.
when we were there, they were the most chill, like well-natured dog I have been around in a while. And they just come up, and they're like, yeah, pet me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go to this person now, and that
Yeah.
person pet me.
All right, thanks, man.
The little one got
Hey.
into some candy. I'm kind of Tim. Hit us up and see.
Make
tell
sure
us
that
what happened with that.
Make sure Griswold's okay.
Yeah.
The big one literally was sleeping while everyone was walking through the food,
food
line
line,
and didn't
yeah.
even move. Like people are stepping over the dog, just didn't care.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
Zero
not,
fucks.
this is where I sleep.
If I was a
You're
dog-
a guest in my house.
If I was a dog, I feel like that would be me. I would just, I'd 0 fucks, just passed out underneath the food table.
Oh yeah.
Probably in a food
Just
coma,
waiting
though.
for fucking food to fall.
But it was a beautiful wedding. They got married right there on the front porch. It was real quaint, real quick. And then we went to eat some bomb-ass food. I thought it was delicious.
Pulled pork was
and
fantastic.
there's Cheetos there, so you can't go wrong.
What was pulled pork's name? I mean, he's got the pin out back. What did he say that pig's name was?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Oh,
but it
so
was
he
definitely a
killed
pig
it
that
himself, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
There was probably, I would say, 20, 30 chickens there.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
And he's getting ready to hatch another 12.
Yeah.
So,
Fuck yeah.
So shout out to another listener, Tim. Great party, buddy.
Self-sustaining.
yeah. you
Great
did
funeral.
well.
Great
Congrats.
funeral.
We love you. I lost a
But-
bet to Dean.
But going back to the drive-in, those could have been podcasts in their own if we would have recorded them.
Oh, for sure.
And we got into this one issue, this one topic. Lauren, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Oh Jesus.
So I'm a big year-round. For me, it's ass-eating season.
It's always ass eating season.
It's always ass-eating season. So we're talking about this, and I'm trying to tell him, Ryan doesn't want it done to him. I'm telling him he's wrong. I respect your opinion, but you're wrong. Like a fresh shower, and then just a little tongue in the old booty hole.
feels weird to me, man. I don't think I want that.
I'm not about that life either,
Dude,
man.
it's amazing. But what?
I'm torn. I'm not sure yet. But I just feel like I don't think that could ever be clean enough for me to want to do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. How we got into this? So I'm like, well, don't you guys wipe? And they're like, what about the inside? I'm like, well, I don't care how strong you think your tongue is. When I eat ass. So when I eat ass, you're trying to take your tongue, and at least I am, and I'm trying to go in. And I don't care how strong you think your fucking tongue is. That thing, an anus closes like a fucking time lock at the bank. Like, that is tight. You're not getting in there. I don't care what you say. Now, fingers are a different story. Oh, God. But with the tongue, you're
I
going
wish
to
Colby was here for that part of it.
Oh, yeah. He's the expert.
Yeah.
And then so we get talking about that, and I just get a mental picture of you trying to like forcefully put your tongue into a butthole.
This is like,
It's like, hey, I can't put your tongue in my butt.
I
Like,
have the same visual.
yeah, like I just
Oh my God.
just trying to get in there.
We have a lot of awkward visuals.
we did. So, but think about the visuals. I like that you guys think about my ass. Or getting me getting my ass eaten. Thank you.
I mean, you brought it up, so I have a very visual stimulated mind. So anything somebody says, I go right to try to.
Lauren, what are your thoughts on ass eating season?
Or do you just not?
So okay, I have like to me or to someone else.
Yes.
Okay.
You
So I
start
had
at your
it-
comfort level.
Oh my god, I'm gonna turn really red. So I haven't come across very many. I'm sure. Alcohol. I haven't come across very many guys that are willing to experiment with that.
Got one right here.
Yeah.
Like
What's
say,
up?
like Mercer. Like I say, I'm a vet. Yeah, have you met Mercer?
Me personally, son of a bitch. I'm a fan
Oh, there it is.
Like both. Like if you like want to entertain both at the same time, that's pretty great too.
Both at the same time. Double butt licks.
No, like double
likes-
penetration,
she's-
Ryan.
Oh, okay. Well,
She enjoys it.
but then I went visual again. I'm like, how are you guys looking at each other's buttholes? That's kind of
Well, if you're
No.
69, sir, just go a little deeper.
Well, I know you're into that.
Yep. You walked in on that. Huh?
Walked in on
You
that
have
one.
like your tongue in one, your fingers in the other, or you could have like
Let's
I don't
fucking
know,
go. Is anyone else?
a dick in one, fingers in the other. Or
This
like, I
table
don't
is
know.
very lopsided. It's literally teeter-totter.
There's a teeter-totter going on right
Guys,
now.
I am half pop dog right now.
Something's touching me under the table. Get out of here. Stop it.
Sorry, Bronson.
So, having said that, I'm a big fan of ass eating,
And now we're all red.
and I just want you guys to experiment. Just try a little bit.
I'm not, afraid to
But how do you bring-
experiment. But for me, that's the line. That I don't want to cross it
For us,
ever.
yeah, and for us single people, like, how do you bring that up? Like, just experiment, try it.
I don't
Like,
think you're gonna do.
so the next like girl I meet at a bar
Let me
that
play with your
is
butt.
in,
I
like,
do-
hey, you wanna lick my butt?
If she has
That's
wet
a good
wipes,
lead. I feel like it's a good lead.
if she has wet wipes, she's ready, right?
We got them in the house.
Ryan, I have the opposite problem. I don't know how to go about guys like asking guys to do that to me. So
You don't know how to ask guys to do that to you?
yeah,
I feel like you're fine to ask a guy. I
You'd
mean,
be
you're an
surprised.
attractive woman. I feel like you would be okay.
you'd be surprised how many people panic. They're like, "You want me to do what?"
Nope.
Well, evidently, you just have
Oh,
the
not you.
wet
You'd be
wipes on
like
you.
the 1 in a million then.
No, I'm all in. I
Yeah.
ask. Usually, I'm like a. Usually,
Yeah, how do you ask?
Okay.
Give her some
I'll be
tips.
a little
Well, first
Give
of
her
all,
some tips.
with like a rando.
Just the tip, because I want more than just
Whoa,
the tip.
Hang on.
Hold on.
Yep.
Calm
Okay.
down.
Oh.
More mimosas? Baby sips.
Get her another mimosa, quick.
God, why don't we just have a cooler next to her?
So,
With a straw coming out of it.
Whatever it takes.
so with a rando, remember you can ask anything you want. You either never
Why do I
see this
hold
person
on?
again.
Why remember?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't just okay. Say you're with a rando. You can ask whatever you want because you may not see this person again, or you might. So or you wait and you court them a little bit, and then you start bringing it up like, hey, what are some of your fantasies? I'm a big fan of this, or I'd like to try this. But normally, I'm usually pretty hammered. I get some confidence. I'll say, hey, can I eat your ass? Straight up,
Just all in.
straight up.
And then,
Yes.
and then you just cross your fingers and hope that she will return the favor.
So I mean, some are like, yeah, sure. And okay, let's fucking go. Here we are. And some of them are like, really? I'm just like, yeah. Have you ever had it? And they're like, no, or yes. And I'm just like, here we go. Here we go. So that's a lesson in ass eating.
Lessons in
Did you
ass
take
eating
notes?
by
That's all you gotta
Dean
do.
Hey, it
Alexander.
doesn't
Seemed
work
pretty
like
simple.
that for us.
No, a girl can ask whatever she wants.
Yeah.
You are in
Did
charge.
you say ask whatever she wants?
Oh, he 100% did.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're a girl though. Like a girl can say whatever she wants. You are in charge. You have all the power.
You can just sit on their face and just make it happen.
Yeah.
Big fan of people sitting on my face, though.
I know that
Yeah.
about him.
I mean, I guess I'll try it and let you know how it goes, but
Yeah, or
All
I'll
right.
let you guys. We'll let you guys know. Hopefully.
Whoa.
Heyo.
What?
I didn't pack
Okay.
my outfits. This isn't gonna work.
Now to the no, you're wearing just fine. It's perfect.
Maybe we should put that on the wheel.
premature
Since
spit.
you were-
Premature
Whoa,
spit.
whoa.
Nipple piercing.
Nope.
Mercer.
Yes!
Mercer's getting a
Maybe
nipple
we should
piercing.
put eat someone's asshole on the wheel.
I'm
my
a
God.
big fan of that.
I'm
I feel like that could fall
Replace
under
something.
humiliation.
Yeah.
So hey, do we want to spin this now, or do we want to spin this
Well,
at the
I
end
don't
of
know.
the
Let's
show?
talk about Jason
I
about
don't
this.
give a fuck, man.
Jason, why don't
End
you
of
tell
the
us? Why don't you tell us why we're spinning this wheel?
Well, because I was supposed to be sober this entire month and stop smoking or using tobacco, and I didn't.
I
He
just
failed miserably.
It didn't happen so quick.
I
We couldn't
made
even
it,
announce
I
it.
made it about what
about 5 days,
6 days.
6 days.
say 6
Sorry for
days.
You
something
didn't
short.
even make it a whole week.
What? I
get
mean,
stressed.
without
You know what that
smoking,
means?
man,
You're
and then
weak.
I
You need to
went
stop
a
talking
long
shit.
time without
Whoa.
drinking. Still haven't.
Dude, the
haven't drank.
producer's throwing
Started
it down on
She's
you.
she's brought the fire today.
Hey man, just, some shit's happened this month, okay, man.
I didn't drink for 4 weeks.
Golf
I've
clap.
gone like
I'm not
8
giving it to
months
her.
without drinking before, okay, so I can't do it.
So, since we're here,
It's go time.
it's go time. We're gonna spin this
Are
wheel.
we spinning it for him? Does he get to spin it himself?
He'll get to spin
I think
it.
he gets to spin
It's
it.
like the
He'll
Wheel
get
of
to
Fortune.
spin it.
It's
but-
got to make it a complete one revolution.
Oh, one.
I mean, it will.
You got to spin it like a man. So let's just go through so everyone knows. If you're listening, this is what's on here. nipple piercing, humiliation. Eric, tell them what humiliation is.
So that's going to be, so we all play volleyball together, and that is going to be where you're going to show up to volleyball in a Speedo and play at least one game, I believe is what we said. Should we put how many? In the Speedo in front of everyone.
One game's fine. I think we do that.
I would do that.
Yeah, Speedo.
I'd do that just if you
swim
asked me to
cap
come.
and goggles and everything.
And Mercer might do it with him
I'm
if
not
that
positive
happens.
I saw a video of you in really tiny shorts anyway.
Oh, 100%. I put glow balls in my pants. Yep. Then we played golf with those glow balls. Next one, shot collar. We're gonna put a shot collar around your neck. We're gonna ask you 10 questions. What you get wrong, you're gonna get shocked.
I thought we would just do that for fun.
Yeah, well, that's gonna end up being a segment too. But it's not. Either way, it's not fun. Then there's no eyebrows. We're shaving your eyebrows. There's a chest wax. What's that say? Oh, punched. You're gonna get punched in the stomach.
You wrote it.
I was like, you said, what that say?
By the way, when I did this last night, hammered. When I wrote on it.
You were hammered last night? What'd you do?
I came home. I got exceedingly more drunk. So then
We did too.
We did too.
we have an ass wax, ear piercing, bleached anus, armpit wax, piercing,
Belly button piercing.
Yep, belly button piercing. Choice. You have to pick one of these. Lower body wax. You're going to stand on the corner and we're going to humiliate you. You're going to wear a funny sign maybe. Oh, and you're going to be wearing something absurd. And then we're back to nipple piercing.
All right.
So let's go over this your choice thing. I kind of want to go around the wheel. What would everybody pick? Just as a team.
What everybody's first, like, if you had to pick it, what your choice would be?
Yeah.
Bleaching my asshole.
Probably a
I've always
bleached asshole.
I've always been curious about it.
I feel like you got to wax it to bleach it, right? No?
I don't think so.
I don't know. That's not a question for me.
Lauren,
Lauren?
producer.
Have you ever had your asshole bleached?
No.
Okay, what would you pick?
Well, I mean, that's not fair because I already have my nipples pierced, so, like,
Oh,
Now we know that.
I would
Little
never
bit.
pierce my belly button, though.
now we know that. You would pierce or wouldn't
I
pierce?
can't wax my chest. I can't wax a lot of things because I don't have hair that grows. I'm kind of limited here to, like,
What?
bleached asshole and, like, waxing my asshole and getting punched, which
Humiliation.
sounds
I just
terrible.
went full Howard Stern in my head where,
you can't-
so we have to have her masturbate on
Oh, Jesus.
the podcast.
Okay, first of all, no.
There was going something else. There
Because
was,
like she
you
thought about
know we can't be in a pond. I can't be in a pond naked because it's like a lure down there.
Why are we talking about in a pond? I'm talking about masturbating.
Whoa, hold
I was
on.
thinking of the conversation earlier.
Oh, our conversation last night, yeah.
Hold on, what?
Too much
There's something about a
Benadryl.
lure.
Wow, too much
In a
Took too
pond?
much Benadryl. What the hell is happening
What
in
is
here
your
right
weekend
now?
going
Okay,
on
last
here?
night
I can't be in a pond. It's like a fishing lure. I had too much Benadryl. And the conversations from last night. I want to know what the hell happened
All
to
right,
your
this
guys'
is turning
night.
into a shit show real quick.
Can I just say that instead of eating bananas every week, you have to drink 4 mimosas before every podcast.
This is the worst.
We will provide them
I
if this is
can't
how it's going to go down.
focus.
All
I
right.
would choose bleached asshole.
Bleached asshole. Okay, what are you going with, E?
I'll go with chest wax. That seems like the easiest one. I've done it before.
What about you,
I've also done the armpit waxing.
Jason?
I mean, I'm all right with most of them. I mean, a couple I can't do because of my job. But
The corner one I don't think would be bad.
yeah, the corner one.
I'm going with what I think is the funniest. I'm getting my belly button pierced.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like you
What
would
if it
choose
rips
that.
out?
Ooh,
Why would it rip out of my belly button?
I don't know. Doing weird shit.
Oh, she's right. She's 100% right.
I might
What if you're
do that.
eating some girl's ass and like her belly button ring gets stuck on your belly
That
button
was my
ring?
number one fear. I was like, what if I'm with a girl, we're having sex, and our belly button piercings get tangled up, and now we're just stuck there?
Is yours gonna be really long and dangly?
Oh, I'm getting
100%.
I'm getting a dangly one if I do it. Of
Handcuffs.
course.
They have to look like handcuffs.
Oh, 100. Okay, I like that. I like that.
I
Oh,
mean,
so
I
what-
might change my answer to ass wax because we all know that's gonna be pretty fun.
Oh, it's gonna be hilarious. Well, without any further ado,
Yeah, let's spin
let's
this
have
bitch.
Jason spin
Let's
this.
go,
Not bad.
Jason. Let's go,
Spin the
Jason.
wheel.
I fear
Spin
for
the
you.
wheel.
Go, baby. Go, baby.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, the
You
choice.
got so lucky.
Oh man, I'll see. I want to do something funny though too.
Then
you know?
spin it again. If you
can
want to spin it again.
Your choice could be to spin again.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll spin it again. Watch it land on choice again.
Nope.
Do we know anybody that bleeds?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bab
God
just
damn
spun
it.
the wheel of punishment, and he now has to get an ass wax.
Oh,
So should we give a shout out to the person who's going to do it?
Shout out, Lauren.
Lauren, get ready.
Hold up.
No, not
Not that
different
one.
Lauren.
Okay.
Lauren,
All I gotta
Goobs.
go to the restroom.
She
real
loves
quick.
that name. Oh, now you're
Oh,
going to
you're
the restroom?
what?
I feel like Jason's bailing on us.
Jason saw ass.
Because of the ass wax.
Yeah, he saw ass wax and he's out. He's like, nope, sorry guys.
Butthole puckered or
You want to
something.
grab some beers?
All right.
He was doing so well too. Like he made it how many weeks without going to the bathroom?
I think it's been like a month since he actually had to do a mid podcast break.
We have to get this show back because we fell off the rails there for a
Yeah,
minute.
we got a little out of control.
I mean, there was fishing lure talk, and I
I'm
got.
still really intrigued about.
Okay.
this.
I'm a big
what-
fishing
be
guy.
honest.
Okay, what happened with that is last night she made some Snapchat post about tonight's a good night to go skinny dipping. I said,
Ah, yes.
let's fucking go.
Oh,
And she
fishing
said,
lures. Got it.
She said, I can't
Can't go
because
in a
I have
pond. I
piercings.
can't go in a pond.
Because they're going to look like fishing lures.
Yeah,
If so facto, I think it sounds like a blast, though.
that's kind of kinky.
For me. I'm just saying for me.
Oh, I mean,
Sounds fun.
I don't mind a
I
little
don't need
fish
anything
nibble.
fishy going on down there. I see what I did there.
I see what you did.
Wow.
We're all fans of puns.
All right, let's get to this fucking news.
Yes,
We're going to
back
start
on
off.
track.
We're going to start off with a real cunt.
Oh boy.
Morgan Summerlin, 25, admitted to bringing her daughters. You definitely shouldn't Snapchat this one. This is dirty.
Dirty. Sorry, gotta go.
Morgan Summerlin, 25, admitted to bringing her daughters, aged 5 and 6, to the homes of men to be raped in exchange for money. This girl's a real cunt.
What the
So,
fuck?
one of the men is 78-year-old Richard Pop Office.
Pop office.
Well, that's his Pop is his middle name.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, she would bring these girls to the guys' houses, and she'd like just sit in the living room while her daughters, 5 and 6 years old, are just getting fucked in the next room.
That's so fucked up.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
it's fucking
Yeah, you
awful.
can't-
Yeah, that's not allowed.
Can't do that.
You can't do that.
Bring back public hangings.
There you go.
And a firing squad. I like that.
Throw tomatoes at them.
We can make a
Tomatoes.
whole
That's
nother
not
wheel
enough.
for
Rocks.
like
Stoning? Yeah.
Stoning.
Yeah, we'll stone them to death.
Yeah, tomatoes? No. That's
Or
not- that's
everyone
not
just
enough.
get a bow and arrow. That'd be funnier.
Okay.
Funnier.
Yikes.
That went dark.
Yeah.
We went from tomatoes to stoning to everybody just shoot this guy with a bow and arrow.
And then it would be funny.
But either way, fuck this guy and fuck this girl. I mean, she just ruined these two girls' lives.
Yeah, it's-
Like they will never be the same after this.
Like legit worst mother for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
Of
we're
all
saying this
days to
on-
bring
Of
that
all
up.
days to bring that up, yeah, Mother's Day.
But she said, like in one incident, the 78-year-old raped the younger sister while the other rubbed his feet.
Ugh.
Like this guy's just a freak. All these guys are freaks.
Absolutely.
And he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of a parole. Plus, like, I don't know why they do this. I don't understand it. But like, plus 146 years.
Yeah, it's one of those like you are never getting out. We want to 100% make sure, but that you won't.
And he will be they will be
Dude, they
tortured
do-
in prison.
Yeah, they
Bad stuff.
Yeah, child molesters in prison, from what I've heard, just get the shit kicked out.
I've also heard like any rape suspect, like even if it's just
Oh, absolutely.
normal rape.
I want.
No, you know what I mean?
But they're in jail with people that murder people. So
Yeah.
Well, I'm on board with that whole like public hanging type thing. Like, I think everybody in the prison should line up and just beat the shit out of the guy until he dies.
Okay. Let's go.
Do the stoning in prisons?
Yes.
or rape them back.
Whoa.
Just let them know how. It feels.
Getting dark again.
back to
Okay.
assholes.
Back to assholes.
We're gonna move on.
Wait, we're going back.
We're going back to the assholes.
So this next one, 30-year-old Jacqueline Ades, is that how you say her name? Ades.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Was arrested for stalking a guy she went on one date with. She was
It's like a Tinder date.
Yeah, she sent him $65,000 text messages.
So this is our
$65,000
nominee of
That's an
Anybody else hear
text.
that?
That's a really expensive text.
Must have unlimited.
Did
He
you?
still didn't catch
I don't
it.
think he caught it. Did you hear what you said? She sent a $65,000 text message.
Oh, I said dollar?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Must be flustered. I'm so
65.
flustered from all the ass eating.
Yeah, 65,000 text messages, sometimes up to 500 a day.
Yeah, 500 a day. And she thought after this one date, like they were going to live happily ever after and get married and everything. I have written down right here. She'd sometimes send up to 500 messages in a day. Listen to this one. They began to become more threatening, like this one that says, "Oh, what I would do with your blood. I'd want to bathe in it." Yikes.
Ugh.
So she was arrested after the cops there, I think it was Pleasant Valley somewhere. They arrested her after finding her taking a bath in his home.
So this wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't in New Jersey.
No, this is not. This is an Arizona piece of trash.
This is Arizona trash.
I heard she wanted to wear his body parts too.
Yeah, it's basically like a Buffalo Bob situation.
Jeez.
Where,
Get the lotion out.
yeah.
So this is the crazy bitch of the month nominee.
I
Yeah.
would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't think we need a nominee. It's
he
just
brought
us.
it up, but the guy had like surveillance cameras in his house, and she got arrested because he went back and looked at him, and while he was gone, she was in his house taking a bath in his bathtub while he was gone. Like she somehow got her into the house.
So she actually did an interview with the local media and whatnot, and it was on Facebook today. And one of the things that, crazy eyes. Just looks
she looks
she's not like she's not home. Like there's something not right with her at all. So she literally said, they asked her, well, I think one of the things they asked her was, "Are you mad at him for calling the cops on you?" And she literally said, "No, if he made that decision, he thought it was right. It probably is the right decision." Like
So
he's just
he
like
can't
God
do no
to her.
wrong.
Yeah, he's like God to her.
So I broke this down, and if it was a work day, and she sent 500 text messages a day in an 8-hour day, let's say work day, that would be one text message every 0.96 minutes.
Jeez.
So literally like every 50 seconds for an 8-hour day, she'd be sending text messages.
You have to say.
But
She's talking about
Well,
bathing in
his
blood.
blood.
So anywhere from "I love you" to "I'm bathing in your blood." I mean, that's a wide area.
Did they sleep together on the
says
first
romance
I
date?
is
don't think
dead.
so.
So she doesn't even know if the dick's that good.
That's fair.
She wants to wear it though.
She does want to wear that dick. And then with the whole ass eating season, somebody can get behind and then blow up the dick like a balloon.
So
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
So on a Mercer on Fire, we got into this where Lauren, you were on, and we never really got to the bottom of this. Like, as a very attractive woman that has a Bumble account or Tinder account or whatever, how crazy do those messages get? Like, to you, I imagine you guys your phone's on fire whenever you match with somebody.
Well, I stopped responding to some of them because I just got, I don't know, tired of it. But none of them were that crazy. They just were like really like desperate to meet me, and that was just kind of a turn off.
But you never had any crazy ones like immediately like, "Hey, you want to see my dick?" or send you a dick pic or something?
Or can I eat your asshole?
Nothing. So I did.
I should have said yes to that one.
Yes. No.
That was creepy. I'm out.
No, I did. No one from Bumble asked me that, but like, there's some regulars that I still talk to. That when
Regulars.
I know I sound like a prostitute when I say that. So
You got the regular ass eater.
when I was a waitress, the regulars that would come in and see me, a couple of them still talk to me, and they send me very dirty text messages.
Oh, interesting.
And dick pics have been included, and I'm like, well,
Huh.
Lauren, I thought we weren't going to talk about this.
Weren't we regulars at one point?
Well, I mean,
oh my god.
I mean,
Why-
since you brought up Bumble, I'm going to say it. I found you on Bumble. I saw you on Bumble. I swiped yes, and I'm still waiting for.
I haven't come across you yet.
Okay. All
Or
right.
I would
Lies.
swipe right.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
have to get back on there.
Hold on, I got to download this app again real
There's been
quick.
a few people that have found me, and I haven't found them yet.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm
pretty sad
I'm
about
expecting
it.
a swipe right. So
Well, you know what she
Or
says
up.
about redheaded.
Isn't
yeah,
don't you
can't
swipe
have
up?
we can't have redheaded.
Ginger babies.
Yeah. Well,
We're not going back to that.
yeah, we can't. Let's not go back to that. That one went off the rails last time too.
Yeah,
what's
we don't want Ryan crying again.
Yeah, that
What's
was
that like as far as
redheads.
one of your regulars sends you a dick pic and then you see them in person like a week later? How's that interaction go?
I mean, I'm not super awkward about that kind of stuff because I'm like, oh, you were probably drunk.
Oh, so you just give them a pass because they're drunk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just. But that sounds bad if I say I'm used to it. No. Okay. I don't know. I'm just not awkward though. Like, they sent it to me like spur of the moment. I'm like, well, you probably regret that, or like you're pretty proud of it.
Yeah, you did that.
But
That
yeah, he
was a
sends
nice
me
I need
some.
to get Lauren's number. What?
You don't have my
group
number
chat.
actually.
Nope, just Snapchat, so it's gonna go away. But
It's good. Evidence.
Make it only like a 2-second clip so she can't screenshot it.
exactly.
This is a terrible idea.
This is a great idea.
Oh wait, sorry.
Be having another shit story.
Oh.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Oh,
So Bab is back. We're gonna move on to another story.
Bab's back. We're moving on.
Kelly Cochran, 34, was sentenced to 65 years in prison after admitting killing her husband. She was already serving a life sentence for killing another lover. So this is a really, really bad lady. Like, she used to overdose him on heroin. And then right here, her family says that she may have killed up to 9 people. Her family also told investigators that Cochran served her lover's remains to her neighbors at a barbecue. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
How would you not realize that was human and not animal?
I've never eaten human. I
Enough
don't know if
barbecue sauce,
would
I'm
you
sure.
tell?
No.
Could you tell?
I'm assuming. I mean, I've never tasted.
Like I don't know if anybody's read anything about whether. Or
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm
a thing.
saying. Like, I bet it didn't taste. I bet it tasted weird, but I mean,
You'd
if
be smothered in
someone-
sauce,
yeah,
you
like,
know?
Someone's like, oh yeah, it's just some like beef or some pork.
starting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're not gonna question it.
Gave her
Well,
a
and
piece.
yeah. Well, and you said that she was serving a life sentence and then kill. Like, how did she kill? Or was this like, oh, we
She was-
found out this
Yeah,
is
I
another
think they
murder?
were just investigated more, and then
Okay.
she finally admitted, like, yeah, I
I
killed
did
my
it.
husband.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again.
A
Was
lot of
New
people
Jersey?
that
No, this one's Indiana. Indiana, get your shit together. Last week they had
Okay. Can that
600
be a thing where we just
Well,
guess what state we think it is?
Dude, there's this new like docu series on Netflix called Evil Genius.
yeah.
And there's this fucking psycho bitch on there, and all of her former lovers like have had mysterious things happen to him while she was with him, or like after they split up. And her first and only husband died from like falling, and he apparently hit his head on the coffee table, so it killed him.
Oh wow.
But even previous lovers before him and after him, like, had mysterious circumstances happen to him, and she
Yeah,
didn't-
that's crazy. Imagine running into
This
one of
is
them
wild,
girls. Like,
man.
imagine you meet a girl and then you find out her 2 previous lovers all died in mysterious circumstances. Would you keep dating her?
No, no,
Are you eating her ass?
no.
Yeah, what's the hot
Not
level?
anymore.
I'm saying she's hot.
Is there
She's-
is
she's
there a hot
smoke
level
show.
in that?
She's a smoke show.
As far as the Matrix go of crazy to hot.
So what about you? Are you? Would you date a guy that way?
Hell
Like-
no. The dick can't be that good.
The dick can't be that good. You heard it. But what about you? You seem like you're kind of in.
No. I
You
deal
hesitated.
well with crazy, but that's just psycho.
It's a different level.
Yeah,
This
that's a
sounds
different
like
level.
it'd be like a wheel spin.
Yeah.
Go
So
on a
if you
date.
guys are into watching that sort of thing, like what Jason was just talking about, there's actually going to be a series, a 2-day little thing on ID channel on May 28th and 29th. So you can learn all about this crazy bitch, Kelly Cochran. And she's only 34. If you look at her mugshot,
She looks
she's
50.
been ran through, cuz.
She's got
Like-
a crazy eye.
Oh, she's definitely got crazy eyes.
Yeah.
So now let's move to something more
I was
lighthearted.
gonna say, yeah, but
Jeez.
this got dark.
All right. I didn't put this in the group thread. This is a last minute thing that I added.
Okay.
Dr. Dre lost a trademark battle to Dr. Dre.
To a guy named Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy is his name is Dr. Draymond something or other. I didn't have time to write all the notes, but he's an OBGYN. And he's also written a book called 20 Things You Need to Know About Vaginas.
I need to read that book.
That's on the Bro Soup reading list now.
Yeah, that's a Bro Soup book club.
Learn the ways.
Learn the ways and ass eating. What? Back to that.
That's the sequel.
24 things you need to know about ass eating.
There you go. But yeah, so they were in a trademark battle, and the real Dr. Dre, the OBGYN, is like, hey, I actually went to fucking medical school, you dick. Like, I get to put you just put DR period in front of your name. I actually have a medical doctorate. So the judge thought the same thing.
That's
and
some petty shit right there.
ruled in
dude.
his favor.
Oh,
I can't believe
that's
Dr.
petty.
Dre, and they
So-
don't even spell it the same.
Wait, so what does that mean for him though? Does he have to like lose the doctor?
I don't think so. He was just trying to make it to where that guy, Dr. Dre, the musician, was trying to make it to where that guy can't advertise himself as Dr. Dre and just use that name.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
He was
I
trying
see.
to block him from that, and he was like, "Hey, motherfucker, I'm a real doctor. I am the real Dr.
well,
Dre."
that's
That makes sense.
Dr.
I-
Dre just being petty. I'm thinking the real doctor's being petty.
No,
He's
I
the
thought
one
this-
coming at Dr.
Yeah.
Dre.
No, Dr. Dre came after
Oh.
him.
He tried
That's
to sue
yeah,
him.
that's
For the
motherfucker
Yes,
just being
'cause they
petty
both
for
knew
no
Dr.
reason.
Dre,
Like,
so
You're already rich.
Dude.
The rapper just tried to sue
Yeah.
the real doctor.
Yeah, I feel like
For
There it is.
no reason.
yeah.
you just made this other Dr. Dre famous.
yeah,
I didn't know about him
No.
until, and
you just helped him out.
yeah, he just did that book sale of
He needs to come
20,
out with a new album.
20 things you need to know about vaginas. That's
Well, that's got five right now at least. Jump up,
So we
jump
put-
sales up at
So we
least
put a
$5.
date by when we have to finish reading that. So we can do a
yeah,
book
a
reports.
book report.
Otherwise, you got to spin the wheel.
Someone read that and send that in.
Book report.
But here's our last news article, and it comes from a good place. It comes from a good place, but it sounds bad.
I'm
In a
nervous
blow to
about
police
this.
officers, Kansas. In a blow to police officers in Kansas, it is now illegal for officers to have sex with people they pull over, interview, or interrogate. Now that sounds like, hey, why not? Why can't we? I'm sure. How many people do you think have gotten married that way? A cop pulling over someone and they're like striking up a connection.
I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now that's not allowed anymore.
Oh.
And the reason where it comes from a good place. A man was released last year after spending 23 years in prison, because it turns out the investigator, the detective that made the arrest, has a history of coercing. How do you say that word?
I think that's it.
Coercing sex from women in the black community all around Kansas City and threatening to arrest them and their relatives if they don't comply.
Oh.
So that guy that was released, he apparently admitted to a double murder that he didn't commit.
So he wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that technically rape?
Yeah, I feel that's very.
You would think so. It's extortion.
Yeah.
Right?
It's 100%
I'll
extortion.
say, I don't know if, it is rape, but at the same time, it's like, I know there's another word for it. I think extortion or something else. But yeah,
probably.
that sounds about right.
I asked a cop one time. I was like, "Can you just I got a ticket?" And I was just like, "Can you just swipe my card right now?" He's like, "Oh, you trying to bribe me?"
No.
I was
Like, no, I'm trying to take care of this ticket right
I don't
now.
got time for this shit, man.
I think Oklahoma's like that. Like you can pay right there on the if you get it, you can pay it right then and there. But if you don't, it's like an extra $100 to the fine or something like that.
I like that.
Court costs and whatnot.
Yeah,
it's quicker for
that's
them.
the worst.
Yeah, or you got to go the court's only open so long, and a lot of people work normal hours, so then you got to take off to go pay a $45 ticket or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that they give you like 30 days to like show up to court or pay it, but your actual ticket doesn't show up online for 2 weeks?
I did not know that.
Did not know that.
I just found that out because I got a speeding ticket. I tried to pay the next day, and it was like, it could be up to 2 weeks before it's on here. I was like, wow, fuck you.
So you would have to wait 2 weeks before you could technically pay it.
Dang.
Yeah, I have to wait another week now.
Get your shit together. Like,
I didn't plan on
hey,
speeding.
You
it
got a
just
ticket.
kinda happened.
No, not you. I'm in the state of Kansas. I'm like, no, I mean, like, if you're gonna force me to get a ticket and you want me to pay it on like within a month, give it as soon as I get the ticket. That next day, it should be in the system.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I felt. I was
the
like,
get the little square thing for your phone. Let me swipe this. Right.
Exactly. Well, we're sorry, folks. This one was a shit show. Hope it was listenable.
I think it went well.
listenable? I don't think that's a word.
Listenable.
Whatever.
I will say though, I want to make a quick shout out to whoever's listening to us in Mexico. We got one real solid listener right now in Mexico.
Oh yeah,
Tell
dude.
a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend.
Probably my friend.
We love Mexico.
We love
We
Mexico.
want to come back.
We want to come back, absolutely. But I mean, we've only got one listener in Mexico right now. Maybe tell somebody else.
Yeah.
Tell a friend.
Get a friend involved.
Share it on Facebook.
And that goes for everybody.
Have a listening party.
We want to We want to hear from you guys. So go to or send us a note at questions@brosouptime.com. Send us suggestions for the Wheel of Punishment. Send us
topics.
Just if you have ass-eating questions, relationship questions, we can answer.
We got a couple experts here.
We are definitely the guys to be answering relationship questions.
Absolutely.
We are the guys you want to be listening to. But
Oh yeah.
before we go, we have to do an FMK.
Yep.
We didn't talk sports either.
We didn't talk sports. I
There's
don't think
really
we have
not
time.
much. There's not much sports talk, anyways. To be
Time?
honest.
Kind of
We got
between
time?
ass and
Yeah, we
sports.
could do.
Yeah.
We don't have to end this.
Okay.
My parents can wait.
Big one
Yeah.
for
Like
me
that.
is
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
NHL
Sorry, Mom.
playoffs.
I'll be there soon.
NHL playoffs. Vegas Knights could possibly be the
Vegas
first.
Knights. First
That's an awesome
expansion team in any major. What do you call it?
Major four.
Major four pro leagues to make it to the conference final. And they do have a good shot of making it to the Stanley Cup Finals and winning it
shit.
because they're fucking good. Yeah,
Big Vegas Knight fan. Been following them from the
good.
beginning.
Weren't the Jaguars? I know they weren't quite that good, but at the
don't
beginning, weren't they pretty good?
story. I think it was like year 2. I don't think they went to the playoffs in year 1.
No, I don't think they did
Yeah.
either.
They were good
but they
early,
were good
yeah.
quick, right?
Yeah.
I think Tennessee Titans, when they first came in the league, they were
good.
But they were already
But
the
they were the
Houston
Oilers.
Yeah,
Right.
they already had us.
That
Right.
kind of expansion.
yeah.
That's a team that's already made.
Good point.
Because the Baltimore
Ravens.
Ravens went pretty quick too. But like the
about
Cleveland
the-
Browns was an actual expansion team when they came back.
Yeah, they're still working. They're
Yeah.
still working to get that one going.
Yeah, that's a big uphill battle
So
for
are we
them.
Vegas Knights? Is that our NHL team?
I'm a Vegas
I'm
fan.
a Capitals fan, and they're in the Eastern Conference.
We're not
against
We're not
the
Blues fans.
Lightning.
Do we just stay away from St. Louis?
I
Fuck
stay away
St.
from
Louis.
anything St. Louis.
Okay.
I hate St. Louis.
I just became a Capitals fan because I'm a fan of Alexander Ovechkin,
Yeah,
Dude's
big
a
Alexander
fucking
Ovechkin
stud.
fan.
He's
and he doesn't give a fuck, and he's like, finally, like it's been the past 3 years, the Capitals have had the best record in the league. I'm not sure about this year, but I know the past 2 they had the best record in the league. Knocked out of the playoffs in the second round.
No shit.
Finally got past that fucking hump and made it to the conference finals this year. And they killed the Tampa Bay Lightning in Tampa last night or 2 nights ago.
I need to give hockey another shot. I've tried watching it before, but this is a few years ago. I need to give it a shot.
It's
again.
entertaining.
It
It's
is,
entertaining to
man.
watch.
I really enjoyed going to a game. Like that
Yeah.
was super fun.
Oh, yeah.
When we went to that Mavericks
I
game.
love
Shout
going
out
to hockey
Mavericks.
games,
Shout out
especially
Mavs.
minor league, because when they fight,
The
I
goalies
love
go
it.
after each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got the
Oh,
toughest
we got to
goalie in the
go
league.
to the Toledo Walleye game or whatever. I guess that's the rival for Kansas City.
Yeah, that's the one where the entire
Yeah.
entire teams were fighting. Like
Fucked each other up.
goalies come out to meet at center ice to brawl. I
Yeah,
loved
that-
it.
I saw that video.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's just good
But
times.
so he's not in the playoffs anymore. They got eliminated. I can't remember what his name was. Jason, you might have to help me out here. But there was a guy from the Pittsburgh Penguins, I think, that was just licking faces.
Oh, that was from the Boston
Or the Bruins? Yeah.
Yeah,
just,
Marchand. He's like Canadian, but he
that seems like a Canadian thing to do.
yeah, he's gets some people's faces and they're
That's a
yelling at
psych
each
out.
other and he just licks them and
kisses them on the cheek.
Like, yeah, and it feels like
That's-
you gotta quit doing that, dude.
You gotta stop.
Sexually assaulting guys on the ice, sir.
You gotta stop. His coach is pissed too. Like, what the fuck's your problem, man? God damn it.
Dude, that's like that guy from the
Punch his
Pacers
ass.
that always kind of trolls LeBron, like blowing his
Lance
steer and shit like that. But
Stevenson.
that's like taking that to a whole
Oh, I
extreme.
love Lance Stevenson.
I do too.
dude.
I'm a
I
big
love
fan.
that
That's
he
so
just
funny.
messes with LeBron, just gets into his fucking head. Like, God,
Messing with it.
he's
It's
so
awesome.
good at it too.
I'm a firm believer that the best thing about the NBA and the NBA playoffs is halftime with Chuck and Shaq.
Oh yeah.
Them two going at it is some of the funniest shit ever.
Oh yeah.
I watched some of that today of them just arguing.
I watched a video. Shout out to my buddy Mike who sent it to me. But there's a video of them just going back and forth, and Shaq's like, "I've got 3 final MVPs. How many have you got? Yep, none. That's right. Shut up, Chuck."
Chuck's just like, who do you?
He's like, "Well, I didn't have Kobe and LeBron carrying my ass up and down the court or something like that."
Yeah, it wasn't LeBron, but it was.
And Wade.
yeah,
And Wade,
Wade.
yeah. But it was just hilarious to see them
K-Bag's
going back and
ass.
forth.
That's what's up.
How many championships you got, Chuck? None, because you weren't a Finals MVP.
I don't know if he even went to the finals.
I don't know if he did or not
Maybe
either.
with the Rockets. I don't know.
So who we picking for that? The
NBA finals?
NBA.
It's probably going to be it's Golden State
It's gonna be Cleveland and Golden State.
again.
Like that's what the NBA wants in the finals. That's what people are gonna tune in to watch. I fucking hate.
But it's always been that
How-
way. Even back in the day, they
See-
always wanted Boston and the Lakers because of the TV markets. The NBA's always
The
kind of been like that.
basketball was better though back then. Like the NBA basketball is so fucking soft compared
Well,
to.
I mean, Golden State plays a fun basketball. I like the way they play. I don't like the way Cleveland plays with the ISO, and I like
Yeah, 'cause
they pass the ball. I like the way Golden State plays ball.
Yeah.
Well, right now, Celtics are up on the Cavs by 22 towards the end of the third quarter.
That's kind of Cleveland's mo, though. I mean,
Well, in-
LeBron's
Can
gonna
go
get
off
his.
at any
Yeah.
moment.
is Kyrie back for this?
No, none
he's
of them.
out
Their
for the
two best
year.
guys are out,
Yeah,
actually.
Both him and Hayward.
Well,
Hayward.
one of Hayward obviously wasn't kind of. He hasn't played since the first game of the year.
Yeah, just snapped his
Yeah.
leg. That was
Yeah.
gruesome.
But I hate NBA basketball. It's so soft.
I only watch
so
during the
fucking
playoffs.
soft.
Yeah, I'll watch playoffs, and I'll watch halftime with Chuck and Shaq.
Was there any other sports we got? Pretty slow.
pretty
Royals just got
slow.
their ass whipped.
Yeah.
Royals suck again.
Patrick Mahomes rocking jorts, so we know that
Yeah.
Mercer's a fan.
Big
Yep.
big shout out.
Went out to the
Patrick Mahomes.
NASCAR race here in Kansas City.
Just
Wore
embraced it.
jorts and a cut off T-Bones jersey.
Yep,
Just
showing the
rocking
guns.
Kansas City.
Fuck
There last
yeah.
Where?
The
No.
NASCAR race?
No.
Now just check out our Twitter.
Yeah.
It's on
Yeah,
there.
it's been updated.
Check out our Twitter at Bro Soup Time, Instagram at Bro Soup Time. That's all the sports we got, correct?
Well, and Tiger's doing all right this weekend.
Yeah.
Which is
It's
he's
kind
in,
of
he's in second right now. He's 6 under today. He shot like 7 under yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, he's in second. He's 4 strokes back with 5 left.
Starting to feel better, I guess.
Well, he's got 4. He teed off a lot earlier than the other guy.
Yeah, Webb Simpson is in the lead right now. He's still got 8 to go. So if Webb Simpson kind of
Where's he at?
where do you mean where he's at?
Like,
stroke
Stroke.
count,
He's 18 under on the +1 today. 18 under on the
That's what I'm
total.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
par count.
He's on
stroke.
hole 10 or through 10. Tiger Woods through 13, 6 under for the day, 14th for the tournament. So I mean, if barring a big blow up by Webb Simpson, I think he'll probably win it. But I mean, Tiger looking good in
a
the
big
Players
Tiger
Championship.
Big
Yeah.
Tiger guy. Big golf guy now.
I'm not a Tiger guy. more Mickelson in that era.
Well, I'm
now-
more of a daily guy for going all times. Big John Daly
but
guy.
it's not a sport, right? It's a game.
It's a game.
You haven't
We're not
changed
going to
your
get into
chin?
this.
We're not? Okay.
We're not
All
going
right.
to get into it now.
I'm not going to goat you into this one. All right.
But that's all the sports. Let's move into our FMK. We got to wrap this up. It's hot as fuck in the studio.
Yep. We got to work on a fan for our studio.
So we're going female cartoon characters.
Yes.
You got to fuck one, marry one, kill one. Ariel from Little Mermaid. Jessica
As the
Rabbit,
mermaid or when she gets legs?
when she gets legs.
Okay.
I like the mermaid.
Jessica Rabbit.
Either one. Whichever one you want to go with.
Jessica Rabbit, and what was the other one?
Layla from Futurama.
That's the Cyclops, right?
Yeah.
One-eyed girl.
We're going all. Is that like all redheads?
Well, she got purple hair.
Does she? I don't watch Futurama.
Oh, I mean, I kind of used
Me
to.
neither. I already know my answer.
You know
for
I'm
that
into
one.
redhead, so
Well, I would
I'll go with
have.
it.
I would have preferred Lola Bunny to be in there because I would have 100% married Lola Bunny, hottest cartoon bunny to ever exist.
Yeah, what's her name? Looks like her.
We're getting some bestiality shit here.
Who you fucking, who you marrying, who you killing?
Well, I'm killing the Futurama chick because I don't know anything about her, so there's not really any loss there for me.
Yep.
Marrying. I mean, I'm a redhead. Got to keep with the redheadness. The genes are starting to become extinct, so I'm gonna try to keep that species alive. So,
Yeah, they're both right.
Yeah.
well, it's why I'm gonna fucking marry him. Oh, okay. So,
Fuck one on
Oh,
there.
yeah, probably fuck Jessica Rabbit and then marry Ariel.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
a princess.
She can hold her breath really well.
Whoa.
I don't know what that meant.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck the mermaid.
Bronson's fucking Ariel as the mermaid. Okay.
And then I'm gonna marry the Cyclops.
There you go.
You're
'Cause I feel there's a lot of weird things we could do with
Okay.
one eye. you know?
I understand. Okay.
You're an
Anybody
eye,
out
got
there
an
with one
thing?
eye?
Got an eye thing?
And you're killing Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah. I don't know why, but
Eric?
I'm doing
I think
it.
I'm with Ryan. I'm gonna go with the mermaid.
Fucking the
I'm gonna fuck that mermaid. And then no, I'm gonna marry the mermaid.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to actually, you know what? Yeah, marry the Little Mermaid because then you got both. Sometimes you might be a
Yeah.
and then fuck Jessica Rabbit and kill our cyclopic one.
Bad, Mr.
gonna-
Smooth Ass here next week.
Fuck the Layla from Futurama.
Okay.
Marry Ariel because she's a princess and has a lot of money. And
She's the princess of the
killed
sea.
Jessica Rabbit. She's
Okay,
a
I'm-
fucking two-timing bitch.
I'm with E. I'm with E and Ryan. I'm marrying Ariel. I'm fucking Jessica Rabbit, and I'm killing that Cyclops.
You can't marry a whore, so you gotta.
Yeah.
I just feel a lot of people fuck Jessica Rabbit. You know,
And I'm gonna be one of them.
why can't I be next?
Why not me? Well, that's a show, everybody.
Oh, Lauren's not going?
Oh,
yeah.
you want to go?
Oh Lord. Hold on. So
God damn.
is this when Ariel can talk or not?
Yes,
That
she can.
is a good question. She might be
She
the
can
new
talk.
one.
It can be any Ariel you want. You
yeah.
have to explain.
You
which
pick
one.
your Ariel.
Okay.
Reason.
Fuck Ariel, kill the Cyclops, and marry Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, so you want to die? Jessica Rabbit sets people up.
Have you seen her?
Good point.
I agree.
Good point.
That's a solid point. Well, that's the show this week, folks. Thanks for tuning in. You can always watch us on YouTube at Bro Soup Time. Check out our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter, all at Bro Soup Time. And be sure to tell all your friends about us. We've been cutting up videos of the podcast and sharing them on Facebook. Give those a share. Give those a share and let people know they need to be listening, they need to be watching. And also, if you're going to shop at Amazon, use our link by going to brosouptime.com, clicking on the microphone in the top right-hand corner. That'll take you to Amazon. Use it as you normally would. And they're just going to kick a little bit back to the show. Jason spun the wheel. Next week, he will have a smooth ass crack. He will have a smooth ass crack.
Are we allowed to put that video on online?
Well, I don't think you can.
I think it's just the face, just the facial expression of when it happens.
Well,
We're
we're
going
gonna
to
have-
get artistic with it.
We're going to have facial, and we can do from the side.
I mean, we can get a microphone up next to it and hear the rip,
Nobody's
right?
Yeah.
ever mad about side butt.
Yeah, there's going to be side butt,
Side butt. You
as long as
comfortable with side
Jason's
butt?
comfortable.
I don't care.
All right, let's go. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We love you. Bye.